Yo, welcome back to another episode of B100 podcast. It's your boy Jay,
MG.
and we have some special guests on today.
Colleague.
I'm Lay.
It's your boy Eli.
It's 9.
And today our topics are going to be around the LGBTQ community and the strength that it has to be a part. So we got some questions for y'all. They're just going to be off back because I didn't necessarily prep anything because I just wanted to be like organic and natural. But one, because we know a lot of people, we've heard kind of like a lot of people say like, oh, society kind of throws these views on you like as a child and, you know, a lot of different things. So I kind of want you all to talk about what it's like to be a part of the LGBTQ plus community, as well as just your journey in the path that you've been through. So whomever wants to start.
I want me to start? Okay, I'll start. I feel like being in the LGBTQ community is definitely a struggle, like from time to time, like even like when coming out was like really hard. But like I feel like over time, like you like learn to like love yourself and like love like, you know, the people around you and the people that just like make you happy. And I feel like that's like a really big part of just the community like in itself, because like it's just like just being accepted by by the world, honestly.
Well, being gay is hard, but like being black and gay, that's a double tough, cause like what the African American community fails to realize, like we get like black people that's a part of the African American community get a lot of hate, and we don't know why that is, but it's just like I just really don't be messing with us for real. And I just feel like there could be a lot of more support from our fellow African American brothers and sisters, but also too from the gay community, because like in the gay community there's a lot of bashing that goes on, like a lot of gay on gay bashing, like, you know, the whole mass versus femme dilemma and stuff like that.
So it's definitely what?
The mass versus femme dilemma.
What is that?
Like masculine gays.
So like you have masculine gays and you have femme gays, and then they like kind of like bash the femme gays because they basically see like if y'all wanted to be a girl, I could have just dated a girl type shit, stuff like that. So there's that, but it's definitely a struggle.
Growing up gay, it's hard, but like you learn to get through it as you get older, you get stronger, and like you start to realize, okay, this is the path I chose, I have to deal with it. And yeah, like really just I'm gonna piggyback off my homegirl. She said it's a path you chose, and yes, it's a choice because you choose to be yourself. Like you can either stay in the closet, be miserable, or you can be outgoing and extravagant. But go ahead. Or you can, like, we're gay, and some people just choose to be gay, but we choose to, you know, dress up like a girl and, you know, be in touch with our feminine side. And that's the problem we have.
Yeah, that's definitely a big problem, especially they just don't be fucking with the femme gays like that, for real. But also too, that whole what you said earlier about society kind of like pushing upon like their youth and stuff like that. I don't agree with people who say that, because that's never the case. Like, if anything, what society is mainly pushing is greed, unhealthy beauty standards, and everything else. They're not pushing no gay agenda. Like, I felt like the LGBTQ plus community, we have fought so hard to, you know, get where we are, and I feel like that we should be able to show our like how we live and stuff like that, and be comfortable in our own skin.
But hold
the
on.
Same way.
I do think they pushing it, because if you think about it, I think they pushing it in a negative way. Like P-Valley, all that stuff, I don't want that to be the view of a gay person. I want them to have like a storyline. I want them to, you know, be positive. That stripping, that sex, all that, that's not us.
That's not the only view.
Yeah, it's not the only view. It's like there's plenty of views on gays in this society, but it's just that's just the view that they just portray in that show.
I don't feel like they're pushing it. I feel like it's an act of representation. Because I feel like nobody says nothing when it's like
when a straight person like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Nobody.
And so this is my view on things, because I can't talk. We also just had kind of like, I don't know if y'all paid attention to the Shade Room like a while ago. There, Pixar had came out with the Buzz Lightyear movie or whatever like that, and they said that it was It said that there was a scene where there was a young lady and there was another young lady that I guess they kissed each other on the scenery thing. It was like that. But kind of like you said, where it was like, nobody does things for the straight people. Here's my view on this. Honestly, with children in general, and that's like a generalization, and y'all can pick up on that. I think that you're too young to be seeing sex in general, or seeing like you're kissing and all these things in general. That is definitely something for a parent to expose their child to by themselves and have that conversation with. Like, you don't have to have Mickey Mouse and Minnie kissing each other for the story to be beautiful, right? So that was my view on that. But honestly, what you are talking about is people knowing who they are as an individual, right? And a lot of people cannot do that. And the four of you all have definitely done that. Every day, I see y'all stand out, y'all kicking it with everybody. It doesn't matter whether the person is straight or whether it's another gay individual. You're kicking it, and you're able to do that because you know who you are and whose you are at that. So I definitely say that you all carry a lot of strength as well, and it is hard for people to do that, whether they are straight, whether they are gay in general, or just having a hard time learning who they are. Now, honestly, a lot of people used to think, "Oh, Jalen, you're gay." I'm not, but because I carried myself and I was different from other guys, and I didn't want to play football all the time or basketball. I sung, right? I played with Legos. I was always playing on my little Minecraft game, and I was listening to music. I'm a music connoisseur. Right. So by me being who I am, people perceived other thoughts, as well as, just for the fact that they didn't know who they are. So it's really today's topic to just go ahead and lay it out there, knowing who you are and who you want to be. We are adults now at this point, and we are kind of on a college campus where people are still finding themselves versus that was something that you were supposed to do in high school, right? Because I've seen so many people when we first got here hollering at so many females like they ain't never seen girls at all. And it's like, I don't have to do that, right? We ain't got to do that because at the end of the day, these are going to be the same girls that are going to be here in the fall unless they drop out. And if that, but it's like, allow yourself to know who you are first. And I just got off the phone with somebody, with like my spiritual brother. And he told me, he was like, God told me that this is basically like a healing season for me, right? Where it's time for me to figure out who I am again, because I allowed the situation I was in where I kind of lost myself. Where I was like, I really care about this individual and put all of my energy into this, where I began to lose myself and lose my purpose and lose where God was taking me also within that. So when you were also, because y'all didn't really touch base on, you kind of like scripted, but how I guess deep or like explain the process of finding yourself when you were like, okay, this is who I am, like I am gay, I want to do this. Like, what was that process like, and how did y'all have what was your support system looking like, right? And I guess going forward, for people out there that are listening, to our viewers that are like, okay, not necessarily saying that they want to be gay or just them trying to find themselves in general, like, what are your tips for people and stuff like that? But go ahead.
Never know until you try. Because that's my that's finding yourself. Never know until you try. It's like, I really just think it's a series of multiple events that happens through different milestones that you take through your manhood or womanhood. So, that was very vague. Next.
I feel like finding yourself, I mean, you say like that we kind of find ourselves, but I didn't. Like, I'm still trying to find myself, honestly. Like, while being in college, like, I know who I am, but like,
there's more to you.
Yeah, it's more to me that I'm still trying to figure out. But I feel like how to find yourself is just like more just being unapologetically you, like not really giving, like not caring what anybody else has to say, like just like we do, like we get up, go out. People say anything to us, but we don't care. Like, it's just like, people are gonna say what they're gonna say. Haters are always gonna hate, regardless whether you're straight or gay. So it's like just being you, honestly.
And if you could do that, you could do anything.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Also, too, like, just trust the process. Like, it may seem hard, but, like, just trust the process. Because once you come out, after you go through all the trials and tribulations and stuff like that, you come out on the other side, you really gonna have that confidence. Just really just be who you are on the inside and out. And if a person, and a lot of times when people see that you have that confidence, they will flock to you. They will be drawn to you. Basically, like I said, trust the process. Because once you have that confidence about yourself, people is gonna flock to you, and they're gonna love your energy, and they gonna want to be around you because you radiate so much confidence. So.
What the fuck?
I was thinking the audio.
So which means
I'm sorry, but what you were saying was
this motherfucker here. So so which means that we're gonna have to edit that to do a. I don't know.
They got
how
the
we're
gist.
gonna-
They got it.
They got the gist.
They got it. Next question.
Oh, yeah, everybody didn't go.
Nah, my bad.
Somebody didn't go. I don't think somebody didn't go. Damn, that was a
Basically, just be you. Yeah. Can you ask a different question? I really don't want to talk
What was
about
the question? Oh.
Yeah, like
What was the
What was the question
again?
again?
I forgot.
You forgot?
It was a lot. I said a lot.
Basically, he was
Oh.
any tips on how
like-
people are coming to terms with what they are.
Finding yourself. How you find yourself?
Basically, just be you, do you, and yeah.
Oh, also too, don't take no mess from nobody because like you're gonna have some family members that's gonna say them slick little comments or whatever, like you know what I'm saying, and you put them in their
Running
place.
a fight.
Put them in their place right then and there because they need to know that you're not okay with that. Because once you make another person like feel uncomfortable or whatever, then it's like okay, they're gonna be more prone to remember that. So put them in their place. I don't care if it's your mama, grandma, brother, auntie, uncle, daddy. You
Bro,
see if
shut
you
that shit down.
right, shut
Learn
it
how to
down
say no.
immediately. Because
Another-
standing up for yourself is a really big thing.
Another thing, this not for all the gays, but if you a feminine gay, it's most likely your mom, your dad, your family knows you're gay, so you might as well just come out like and stop being scared.
Okay, but no,
hold on,
disagree
wait,
on
no,
that.
because that's real.
Because don't rush it though. Like, come out when you're ready. Like,
Yeah, come out when you ready, but like they
But now- 9 times out of 10
also
they know.
too,
They
like
know.
this is like a kind of side. I don't know how every like them gay situation, but them straight niggas they not worth it. They heartbreak. Don't fall for
we
them.
gonna touch. That's a different
That's
topic.
a
But I had to let them know.
Like,
That, I'm
yeah.
just
Well,
saying.
I'll let y'all lead that question then. Y'all can go ahead.
Wait, before you move on, I kind of disagree with something that you said about,
Who?
like about Jen, what you said about with the Mickey Mouse and the Minnie Mouse. I think it's because it's not like Mickey Mouse is on Disney Channel having sex with Mickey Mouse. When I was young, I never saw gay couples on screen.
True.
And I feel like that may have added to the stigma that's there. If I see a boy Mickey Mouse kissing another boy Mickey Mouse, or my little brothers, for example, if they see that at 6 years old, when they see that in real life, they're not going to be like, oh, that's gay, or whatever happened, in
Exactly.
primary school and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
I disagree with you when you talk about in cartoons. What do you say, Buzz Lightyear? I think
Yeah.
if they're going to make Buzz gay,
No.
let them make Buzz gay, you know what I mean?
I don't think
So-
they should.
You don't think
See,
so?
I don't think they should.
But
Why not?
But why
Because
not?
because first we grew up. Like I don't want them to change.
I'm about to say, okay, wait, I'm sorry.
You-
Don't change nothing. But
Okay.
moving forward, if you want to have a gay superhero, have a gay superhero.
Yeah, like don't change
Representation
it.
matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not so. On the grand scheme of things, I was just saying, like in general, we can also have things because it all boils down to the way that we really all have sex and like how we also kind of identify ourselves, right? So it's like at the end of the day, that's kind of what I was going off with. Like we don't really have to show it. Just in general, we don't have to show
Show the kids.
right like. Straight people kiss. You don't have to show anything that involves that. Kids can be able to enjoy a movie
Could do it
without
all.
seeing any of those things on any spectrum. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, at what point do you introduce those kinds of topics? And when you do introduce them, how do you introduce them?
So
Sex education shouldn't just be black and white to say
No.
penis goes in the vagina.
no. At this point, and especially like you said, because now that our world is more, I wouldn't even say different because people have been gay,
Open.
but now that it is I'm trying to use the correct, like more now that it's more like exposed and it's like this is what it is and it's been under the rug for a long time. I personally think, because I think we did sex education in middle school, so I think that honestly, because that's when children really start doing stuff is like middle school, right? So I think me personally, middle school and sex education should the curriculum of it should definitely be changed now because there are like I said, the world we are more exposed to different things now. So yeah, I don't know what y'all think.
I agree. Oh, what?
I agree.
I agree.
So
May I ask a question about the topics of like gay sex and sexual sex in the LGBT community? How much of that did you learn from an institution, and how much of that did you have to figure out by yourself?
None.
The only thing I learned
it-
about gay, my bad. The only
Go
thing I
ahead.
learned about gay sex was that you could get AIDS.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I learned. I didn't
So,
really learn.
That's my whole thing, where it's like, that's also kind of what I learned about it.
Mhm.
So,
and especially now with the monkeypox crap, they was like, oh, you can get this from
Yeah,
so
people-
yeah.
But see,
yeah.
that's BS
that
propaganda
becomes
that's being
dangerous, you know?
pushed.
That become dangerous when the only information that you can find about your entire community is by yourself and not from official institutions. And sometimes official institutions are like the shows that kids watch on Disney Channel in the morning while they're eating the cereal.
And I think this is where representation comes from. Like, it's a lot of so many kids trying to find themselves with no help. Like,
Mm.
they're going into whatever they're going into blindsided. So if they do have sex unprotected or something, if they do have sex unprotected, they get an STD or something like that. It's like, wow, I didn't know it's that serious. Like, this is that serious. If that makes sense.
Well, yeah, I know y'all said y'all had a topic that I said I was gonna let you. I don't remember what it was.
The
It
DL.
was
Oh,
about
DL.
the
Straight guy.
straights. That's the topic,
That's a topic in
boy.
itself.
Who wanna start it off? I'll start it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Girl,
So, okay, so me personally, like, my story, like, I fell past tense for a lot of straight dudes just because, like, some of them dudes, like, they really do, like, they give you mixed signals because they be acting one way in front of their homeboys and then another way behind closed doors. And that's how they get you. Because they make it seem like it's okay that, oh, like, we can be like this, but, like, when my homies around, like, we can't be like that. So all I'm gonna say is just don't fall for that, because at the end of the day, you're gonna find somebody who is caring and kind enough and who will love you out in the open or behind closed doors, under the sheets, wherever, you know what I'm saying? So don't fall for that, oh, we can only be like this, because there's more people out there, there's more people who have a more mature mindset and who are actually ready to take that leap.
It just might
If
take
that's
a
what you're
while.
ready for. It just might take a while, which whew, it's taking a minute, but you know, just wait on it.
I'll say don't fall for no DLs, but some DLs actually are sweet and stuff. Like, just because they can't come out and be their stuff don't mean they actually care for you and actually have feelings for you. Another thing I want
I'm
to
not
say
gonna lie
is-
to y'all. For the longest, I did not know what DL stood for. Like when
Yeah,
people,
like-
yeah, like when people was like something DL, I was like, what is that? Like dead serious. My dumb say, I was like, DL was the name when they gave. I was like,
no,
DL, who
that's
we talking? I swear to God, y'all know I'm stupid as crap, but that's why I.
Right.
It was a little dumb moment for the fact that it took me like 5 years to figure out what that meant. It was another thing that I was lost about. But go ahead.
But yeah, and also make sure you know the background of your DLs, because you don't want to get AIDS, you don't want to get no STDs, you don't want to deal with no baby mama drama.
Oh no,
And-
that baby drama mama.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Woo!
And you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you with a DL and they threaten you to kill you or something because you didn't told your friend,
Your friend
you didn't
is
told
out
your
there.
friends
But you
their
got the
business
right
or
to
something.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like, just be careful with these DLs because you never know.
Yeah, you really want to know, and that, trust me, if he got a wife, if he got kids, it's not. No dick is never that good that you gotta worry about them getting.
We can curse.
I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. But no, you know what I mean, is ever that good to be going through all of that. It's not. It's not worth it.
And
Trust
don't
me.
believe him when he say he coming out for you, because he not.
He's
Really
really
not.
not.
He's not.
So these things actually happen to you?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, I was in a relationship for about like a year. Like it was like kind of like an on and off relationship, and then like it was obviously with like a DL guy, and then he broke up with me the day after my birthday because like he just like, because he was supposed to take me on a date the day after my birthday, and he couldn't, so he broke up with me. Like this stuff happens. Like
Let me get it.
And also to my baby gays out there, the apps, stay away from those. I'm not playing, because somebody should have told me that.
no, yeah,
I'm giving like
honestly,
somebody should have told me that.
You stay away from them.
Babe, I'm hooked on them now. There's no stay away
from
to my
them.
baby gays. Don't go on them apps until you are ready, because it's nothing but a work
Don't even
of
go in there
hurt.
at all. If
Pretty
you
much.
don't go in there at all, you're
Yeah,
gonna be
just don't.
addicted.
What?
You're gonna be addicted to nothing.
What apps? If
Girl,
you
yo,
don't need to know.
That means I gotta tell them this.
No.
No, hold on. Pause. We do
Tell
not.
him what?
What happened the first night?
No, that's. Anyways, next
Anyways,
question.
next
How y'all though?
Next question.
I think.
I just want to.
I think the camera. Sorry. I think the camera.
The camera don't need to know.
Yeah.
Let's
What you
get
about
the
to say?
story going.
I just.
Oh, I got a DL story, baby.
Let him finish.
You're fine. I just want to second off of the DL stuff. Like, I know I ain't been talking that much. I just been taking everything in. But yeah, just that DL stuff is real. Like straight men or just men who aren't figured out yet. They're really strong hell on trying to be masculine, trying to prove a point. So when somebody that matches them comes to them and they're not ready for that, they don't know how to react, they don't know how to respond, and people do get hurt. And I have friends at home who are gay, and I'm around many gay people around my close friend group, and they tell me stuff like this all the time. So just seconding off of everything that I was saying, just be safe whenever you get the chance, and yeah, just don't fall for the BS.
And honestly, I'm just really quick, because I got ADHD, I'm losing my train of thought. But honestly, just to pick off kind of what Marcus said. Oh yeah.
I got a message for these little baby thugs. Being masculine does not make you a man. Handling your priorities, it makes you a man. So all y'all trying to act all super hard, that's not the way to get your gospel.
Period.
That's it.
And that goes. I thought that was a spider at first. That goes, and that was honestly what that's another thing, because what are your pronouns? So that he. Also, what he
touch that too.
what he was saying, right, was basically what I was about to kind of tap on, was that the fact that as a straight male, also, I don't have to walk around here like, I'm like Mr. King Dingling and stuff just to prove the point. Making you, like you said, being a man doesn't mean that you're walking around here and you cannot be around people that know who they are and that are gay, right?
Oh, keep going, because you hit right now. Because I'm going to piggyback off you. Go ahead, keep going.
That does not mean that at all. Like, he picks on me all the time.
He's lying. He's low-key like, no,
So
you're
serious.
lying.
I'm dead serious. I'm scared.
Anyways.
No, I'm scared.
When he stands up,
Friend.
I'm just saying.
I think what Eli said exists even outside of any conversation about LGBT or anything like that. Just
Handle your priorities.
being a man is just knowing your priorities. And you don't have to be hard all the time.
You don't.
Okay, I need to say something.
Because what? Oh.
I need to go off what you said.
Okay.
You said how like some straight boys don't like being around gays,
Mm.
but I understand that because they look at us and probably think, oh, we want them, and that's not even the case.
It's
It's not the case. Some of y'all
Y'all
don't
be
even be
ugly,
cute.
like,
y'all
yo.
be ugly.
Ugly.
That don't even be the type. So
Ugly.
y'all really need to stop saying we want y'all just because y'all don't want to be around us. Like,
Because honestly, when you do stuff like that, like when you like, oh, I can't be around you because you're gay, it just makes you look weird.
Yeah.
It makes you look weird.
Makes you
and
look
really
suspicious.
dumb.
It makes you look gay.
It makes you look gay.
It makes, and
yes.
then at that point, that's when we think you gay. And also too,
but we can't do that.
But it's
But why
but
not?
it's 9
Why
times
not?
out of 10.
Well, it also goes off of based like how people were raised,
I
also,
was
right?
just
So you
about to
can't
say
really
that.
you can't kind of do that, but sometimes you can't do that because like with us, I'm comfortable in who I am to know that I can hang with y'all and nobody be like, oh, he's gay and blah 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 blah.
when are they gonna ask? They gonna ask.
You know what I'm saying? But I know, again, I can stand firm and be like, no, like
Right.
they're cool. Like we're cool.
And
These are cool people to hang around
and
with
we
because
say-
y'all are
The
people.
allies, y'all are some strong people too because y'all do catch hell for hanging out with the gays.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all definitely snaps. For y'all to be able to do that, like that's realty. That takes some courage. So congrats, kudos to y'all.
Thanks to all my brothers out there.
Yeah, to the ones that really
the
ride with
allies.
us, like y'all, yeah.
Back at home, I do a shout. Nah, I ain't gonna do a shout out.
Back in the big 414, you know what I'm saying,
In the
Milwaukee,
big
you know what I'm saying.
856, Jersey.
Nobody even knows what Milwaukee is.
Wait, can we talk
Okay,
about,
not too much, like yo, like
can we talk about the lesbian and gay double standard?
woo, baby.
Oh, how it's okay to be lesbian, but it's not okay to be gay.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I've
no.
seen that. I've
See when
definitely
dudes
seen that.
when dudes see two like females doing I love it. Like
Yeah.
do some more.
Wait.
But when dudes see two dudes, it's you niggas are gay, y'all fags like that. No, that's not what we. No, that's not what we do.
And it's just like, y'all niggas, y'all don't want to be around us because y'all think we gonna push up on y'all every 5 seconds. But that's literally all most of y'all do. Most of us. I'm gonna add myself. But that's literally what most men do. They go around and they harass women for a number. But turn around and like think somebody else about to do it to them.
He definitely has
It's
a
a-
valid
it's a
point
man
because like
thing,
I
Because
like
you know, all right.
Okay, ask that
quick
question. Yeah.
get in the camera.
Darren,
No. So you know how our males would look at probably two gay boys and be like, oh, nah, that's not it. But we'll look at two girls. So is it the same way for the opposite sex? So like, you know how girls would look at girls look at two girls and be like, oh, nah, that's not it.
No. That's
No,
only when it comes to the
well,
women.
hold on. Well, we can't speak for
We
the
can't speak
entire
for the
female,
yeah.
you know, but what I have come in contact with, like a lot of like my friends, like they are either bisexual or gay, and they are a lot of it's a lot of females. They don't like females are. I don't know what it is, but like females are more in tune to who they are and what they, you know, like what
They
they
ain't
like and
scared
stuff
to
like
say
that.
they're
They not scared of like that because, but also too, I think that non-afraidness comes from like
Society
the
making
work.
them
Society makes them feel comfortable. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's,
I apologize.
Every time.
Now you're doing too much.
Fucking time.
Now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much. I'm sorry. Would you like a wet wipe? The fuck? Like, anyways.
This is not too much.
Like, anyways.
Earlier you had said that being black
My
and
before.
gay has been the biggest struggles.
Gotta-
Being black and gay have been the biggest struggles.
What you say?
I guess, in your
I can
life.
smoke my puff bar.
Not that you can compare any of them, but which one would you have said you've received the most
Backlash from?
turmoil from?
Well,
Because I can speak for being black. I can't speak for being gay. Which
Well-
one has given you the most like?
honestly,
Well,
well,
you said-
for me personally, I'm Afro-Latino, so I received backlash from 3 different groups. Yeah, so it's like, you know, but speaking from the African American side, that one might, it really, it messes with your mental.
I think
Because
it's
you got
fine.
you got people in your family that's telling you like, oh, like something wrong with you, you want to heal. Like I remember my stepmother, she had like made this comment, was like, all gay people going to hell. And like it was like random out of nowhere. We were sitting on the couch watching How to Get Away with Murder, and I'm just like, what's tea? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just it's definitely a struggle and it messes with your mental. But honestly, what's that one song? It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. Cut that family off. Cut that family.
Oh,
Cut them
I
cords.
promise you will-
It's
You
never
will
that
find more
serious.
family,
You will
like-
find, because mind you, like me, I recently just found my gay family, and yes, it's you bitches, but I recently just found my gay family, and I've been all the better for it. But like, you know, there's always going to be more people who are out there who's going to love you for who you are. So it ain't nothing to cut that family off. If they're not riding with you 24/7 till the wheels fall off, if they're not even trying to push the car after that, they not worth it. So leave
Life's
them
too short
alone.
to be miserable.
Exactly.
And I would love to second off of that point she made, how her stepmother said all gays are going to hell.
Auntie? Was it auntie? Or
It was
your
stepmom.
It was
stepmom?
stepmom.
Okay.
They, Strongly religious people, they be like, oh, gays going to hell, this is a sin. All sin is equal. Like, if you're really Christian, you understand
And
that,
I'm
like,
Christian.
all sin is equal.
And I was going to say that.
So, people who express that side of them, saying, oh, gays are this, gays are that, they're sinning themselves.
Because no, it's and it goes back to like throwing and trying to stone people. No sin is greater than the other. Basically, that's what he's saying. Because at the end of the day, you can be doing something that is 10 times as worse as what they're doing in God's eyes. Because it, like, just going back and not trying to take it all the way back to church, but when Jesus came back down here, right, he saved us. His purpose was to save us from all of our sins. So we all have sinned in many different ways. It doesn't mean that, again, no sin is greater than the other. The Lord loves his children in all many different ways, no matter if you're yellow, brown, gay, straight, lesbian, bisexual, whatever it is, you are who you are, and the Lord loves you, right? So I definitely do not like that when people say that at all, because it's like, man, that's not fair. If anything, you definitely need to be supporting people in their journey and who they are, because we are all unique in many different ways, right? Y'all are unique in your own way. We are unique in our own way, right? I don't do the same thing he does. He may not be able to sing the notes that I can do, or I may not be able to play basketball like he does.
I can't play basketball.
You know, just saying in general, right? So we are who we are. Be who you are. You stand out. You stand out by being who you are, right? Don't be afraid to be who you are, because I can say that just being on this large campus, my school was small, right?
Yeah.
My school was pretty small. So being here, even though I can go and stand on stages and give speeches to people and do all that, this is a major, like, whoa, this is a lot of people here. A lot of different people from many from different backgrounds and stuff like that. Because when I tell you, when we I think the one night when I finally came on the promenade and I saw all these people, I was like, my anxiety just went up high. Even though I love people and to be around people sometimes, because I'm also the only child, so I love my space too. Yeah. So so sometimes I want to be at home. Sometimes I want to be at home, but you know, I can definitely say I had to remember, and my mom told me too. She was like, baby, calm down. Like, calm down. You are who you are. Remember who you are. Because those people out there, like, there are some people out there that don't even know who they are. And they would try to project that on us because they don't know who they are and their goal and their mission in life.
Somebody go get John.
So,
John and every football's thing.
what is something else that you all have to pick up on?
I also need to say that just because we gay don't mean we can't get in the box and fight y'all.
Right,
Like,
because
we
guess
really
what?
get
This hair
y'all,
comes
like,
out and these nails pop off, baby, and I will beat your ass like I'm a
that's another
nigga.
thing y'all need to think about.
That's a little feisty.
No, because that really, because they be thinking that we just don't.
Exactly.
Like, because me, I stay on go all the time.
But no, I definitely
really
do feel
beat your
that.
ass.
Yes, like hands do work real good. So if I want to ever find out, let me know.
Period.
Also, wait, can we talk about? Okay, so I don't know if y'all feel like this, but like sometimes the girls be giving setup vibes.
Yeah.
I thought it was just me, but
I
I
be
don't
feeling
know.
that
Sometimes
too.
like some of the girls that some of the girls that they be living for
Not necessarily set up, but the love be fake.
Right, some it be like they look like they're like, oh yeah, you cool in the cup, like that gay bitch, like
Yeah.
who's all the way.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you be like, yes, queen, you ate, does not mean you're not an ally.
No,
Just because
babe,
you say that.
a real ally stands with us through when the
Yes,
times
when
are
we're
tough.
not when we're not there, a real ally stands up for us. That's what a real ally is.
Just because you gas me while I'm throwing my ass in the club, don't mean we.
Cause I know a bitch or two who like to talk shit behind people's back.
Anyways,
Let's see. Next topic.
What was
oh no,
that?
y'all got any
What's
other
the next
I
questions?
have a question. You said you're a Christian, yes?
Yes.
So how is that, sort of, because you know how Christian community is,
Mhm.
plus you're black.
So
And you dress very flamboyantly.
Yeah. So it's like you have a double,
Yeah, let me ask
double,
the question.
double, triple.
So how is, sort of coming to terms with that?
So it was kind of harder because half of my family is Christian, the other half is Muslim. So
Ooh.
yeah. So before I came out, like my dad told me that he hated gay people like with a strong passion. So I didn't come out for a long time. Like that scared me. But when I first came out, I came out as bisexual because I'll dibble with a little short. But no, my family they were fine with it. They just kept saying like, we're praying for you, to get out of this, and then it just like nobody was getting any better. So I just kept going what I wanted to do, and they had a fit. Like I posted a picture on Facebook, and all my family commented like, take this down, what are you doing? Yeah, and it hurt, but my mom basically told me, she was like, you're my son, you don't belong to anybody else but yourself. If nobody loves you, I love you, I'm here for you, I'm here to back you.
That's real.
And like most of my friends, after that, it was like ball game. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, after my mom found out, I didn't really care about who knew. Like, as long as my mom knew, I was good, like, honestly. But my coming out story, it was hard. Like, I same as you, I came out as bi first, and then, like, because it was just easier, like, but at least I thought it was easier. But then my mom was just like, you know, it's either you're straight or you're gay. Like, you gotta pick one of the one. They gotta pick either one. And no son of mine is gay and stuff like that. So it was like, so then I just like came, like I went back into the closet and I was like straight or whatever for the time being. And then I came out as gay, and I was just like trying to like, I was crying or everything. I was just trying to explain to her like, I'm still the same person like I am. Like nothing's changed. Like it's just like my sexual orientation. Like that's the only thing that changed. But like I'm still the same person. Like still the same person that you raised. So it's like you have to just like give them like that reassurance. 'Cause I feel like they just like be so scared of like what like the world might portray them as like as a parent to a gay, like to a gay like child, a gay son. But like in all reality it's just, I would just say like it's just coming to terms with like
one thing I can say is like no matter what, like you always gonna have a support system. Like my support system for me, like it was my grandma. I told her everything. I've known I was gay since I was 4. Like I knew, and so did she. But when I finally told her, she was like, "So okay, I love you," but like I said, like even when you feel like you don't have a support system, because I felt like I didn't, because like when I was younger, my mom passed away, and then my dad, he was very much, I don't fuck with that gay shit. So I was just like, okay, I really don't have nobody. But I remember like my grandma, she was the one who bought me my first Barbie doll. That's how I learned how to do hair. On that little black Barbie, I was mad. But anyways, so you always gonna have a support system. So like if you're afraid that you're not gonna have one, and you trying to, you know, come to terms with yourself and stuff like that, there's always that one person. Like it could be even if it's your favorite cousin. You don't gotta tell your whole family. Just tell somebody to, you know, lighten the load, because carrying around a secret like that it messes with your mental for real.
Piggybacking off of what my friend colleague said, coming out is not you change. You're changing, but it's more of a metamorphosis type. And like you're still the same person on the inside, but on the outside, you're a better version of yourself. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, my grandma, she just came to terms with it. Like, cause in school financially, I had like a lot of stuff going on, but my city came out for me. Like I had articles written about me for my city, and my grandma was like, if all these people can accept you and praise you and do all this stuff for you, why can't I? Like, you're still the same person, keep being yourself. Like, that's when she really started to support me. But yeah.
I also wanted to say, when you come out and your family be like, oh, it's a phase and not this and not that, don't believe it, because it's probably not a phase. You're really gay, and just don't let that get to you, because it will confuse you.
It definitely
and it will mess with you.
But you know you.
Nobody knows you better than yourself, so follow your instinct.
Yeah, like I knew I was gay in fucking kindergarten.
Yeah, I've been knowing I was gay.
Well, baby, because I was playing house with the niggas. Like, I'm not gonna
also,
like
I'm gay. Being gay is not a choice. It's a way of life, and like it's definitely like it's just. I could definitely say I feel like I was born gay. To be honest, like
I need to talk about that, because I don't like how people automatically think, oh, you gay, you've been touched before.
Yeah,
no, that's
oh my god,
that's not
like
the case.
That's not what it is. Some people are actually born like this, and I think the only choice that we have in the matter is where we choose to accept that part of ourselves or not, or hide it and be, you know, DL. So it's like, but being gay is not a choice. It's how you choose to live with you being gay. That's
Yeah,
that's where the
that's
choice
the
comes
choice.
from.
And if that's your choice, then stand on it, because I remember there was a time where my uncle, he first saw me and he was like, "How you think this make your dad look?" This not about my dad.
It's about
this
me.
don't have
Yeah.
nothing to do with my dad.
Mm.
This is about me. So stuff like that, don't let that oh, it's probably making my dad mad. People probably picking on him, or just stuff in that genre. Don't let it interfere with your choice and your decision.
Because they might look down on you now, but when you up and
You
on
up
you,
and
whatever
get money.
whatever you doing, they gonna be
One of
wishing that they
y'all
would
are
have did.
I think it's you. You're a
I'm
fashion
fashion design
designer.
major.
Yeah, and I think I saw your suit, and I was like, that was really really dope, because you had followed me yesterday, and I looked at it that is really really so.
Oh, the one I made?
Yeah,
Oh,
it had
yeah,
the
yeah.
B and stuff. So did you how did you do okay, so for instance today somebody was like, I need you to design me this suit. You would be able to do that today. How did that work?
For my suit, I didn't design it. I designed it, but I didn't construct it. Somebody else made it for me.
Okay.
But I designed the whole layout of the suit and how I wanted it to be and what I wanted on it. I designed that part, the colors and everything.
Okay.
I designed that. So I would just draw a sketch out of exactly what you want,
Mhm.
and either I can make it. I don't really have that much experience, so I don't really know how to make that much stuff.
Mhm.
But if I could make it, then I'll make it. If I can't, then somebody else will make it, or you just bring it to somebody else. But I could definitely design
Yeah.
something
That's
and draw it out.
That's really cool.
Gay people are very talented and resourceful.
Yes, yeah.
Piggybacking off
use
of
us.
that, to all the people that being homophobic out there, y'all are missing out on some cool ass, talented ass people.
Because I just found me two stylists. I'm just saying.
They're stylists, they're fashion
real.
designers, they're
Two
hairstylists.
fashion designers.
And they're really normal people. They do everything we do. They can play sports just like us. They can listen to the same type of music as us. Y'all could be missing out on the best friend y'all ever had. Y'all could be missing out on the realest nigga, the realest girl y'all ever met. These people are normal people. We are all human at the end of the day.
Especially if you want to be in the entertainment industry.
Especially if you want to be in the entertainment
A
industry,
gay gonna be your best
where
friend.
you're
For
gonna
real.
find a lot
A
of
gay would have
homophobia
you
in the entertainment
everywhere.
industry as well, and it's really not fair to them. It's not fair to nobody. It's not fair to yourself, because you're doing yourself a disservice just by acting a certain way around these certain people. You just need to grow up. You need to mature, because what is wrong with you?
Okay, I got a question for y'all.
Ooh,
So-
yeah, take us up turn.
So, and our first couple days, they had woke us up out of our rooms and shit and made us walk to this meeting thing for everybody. And the boy was like, well, if you're not used to it, how do you accustom yourself to it?
Used to what?
Being around gay
Being
people.
around gay people.
Oh, okay.
Well, you gotta think about it. Y'all not looking at us. You
Yeah.
feel me? Not all of y'all looking at all of us like that. Just like all the girls not looking at all of us.
Yeah, because
It's
you
like,
niggas are
you feel
ugly.
me? You can't be thinking that every nigga wants you or every girl wants you. You just want too much attention.
Yeah.
And that kind of ties back to how people were raised. People could have been raised in a real homophobic environment. So when they branch out to college, for example, they don't know how to really act or respond around a group of individuals like these people right here. So it's really just everybody has to come together, kind of help work through this, help people understand that they are people and they are people you can be cool with. But it's all a process for everybody on every end.
And I can say this, based off of, because I've had an experience where someone has definitely has pounced on me, and I'm like, I'm not like that. I've told you this multiple times, dead serious, and I can definitely say, because of the person who I am, I didn't allow that to change my view on everybody that was gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because one person did that, because not everybody is like that.
That's my bad. Go ahead.
Y'all smell that?
Cool.
It smells like somebody's actually smoking in the building. My bad. But it comes that far. But
Where the smoke shells.
but no, like I said, I definitely don't think we should allow one situation for those that have been through something. Don't allow one situation to determine that these are bad people, and keyword people, because they are people just like us.
Not none of that.
Yeah, they're people. But you cannot allow one situation to determine, and that's with anything, to determine a whole outcome, because they're really cool, really are. So Y'all got anything else that you like to pick up on?
You didn't answer the question.
What question? He didn't.
It was a y'all question.
Right.
Wait,
It was
everybody
them.
question.
It was an everybody
Oh,
question.
it was an everybody
can
question?
answer.
Besides,
Right. What was the question
Sit on the
again?
timeline.
yourself.
oh man,
You answered the question.
Yeah, you answered.
yeah.
What was the question again?
Basically saying if
How-
you're not used
how
to
do you
being
get
around it,
comfortable
how do you
around
get
gays?
comfortable around that?
Just spend time with them.
So
You gotta force yourself into uncomfortable situations, and that goes with
Yeah.
everything.
yeah.
If you're not comfortable, get comfortable.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Like you should be comfortable.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had a roommate. I was supposed to be rooming with some boy in here. I ain't gonna say who, but I was supposed to be rooming with some boy in here, and I texted him before we got to school, trying to make like just to so we can know each other, and he was like, "Yeah." I said, "Do you have a problem with gay people?" He said, "No, but can we change rooms?" And I said, "Why?" I said, "Yeah, but why?" He said, "Because we come from two different worlds. You don't know me. You don't know where I come from."
Exactly.
That's what I told him. I said, "You're judging me by the looks." He said, "That's not what I'm going off of." Then what is it? Because you don't know me. You seen my Instagram. That's the only thing you've ever seen. You don't know me. So like stuff like that be,
Yeah.
and like y'all know. Well, y'all don't know me, but like y'all been around me enough to know like I'm not no weirdo. Like you feel me? So stuff like that. Take the time to like learn people.
And that's
Get to
just
know
human
people.
decency.
Yeah.
Like, get to the book. Never judge a book by its cover, because what you see is not always gonna be what you get. Like, you know what I'm saying? So having basic human decency plays a big part into being comfortable around anybody.
So
that's what the answer comes down to is to have the basic understanding that this person next to you is a human being, which is something that a lot of people miss because of things like religion and the way they grow up. Is that you start to think this person's not a human being. This person wants to be a girl, and I'm from Africa. You know what I mean? You know how Africans are. For me, homophobia was a new concept to me because I grew up in the entertainment industry. So that's, you can't run away from the LGBT when you're there. But having seen it for the first time, it was a shock because I'm like, oh, okay. A lot of people don't view LGBT people as like other humans. You know what I mean? Which is, it goes down, that's the answer to the question. You just have to treat somebody else like a human being. That's how you get used to somebody.
Yeah.
Is you talk to them like you talk to anybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And and I guess to answer your question based off of my behalf, honestly, I don't think it would. It's kind of weird. Not a weird question, but I don't think it took me like. Whoa. That's why my phone was over here, broadband. I thought it was right, somebody's in kidnap. Go find them.
Look out for a 2004 gray Toyota Camry.
By the time it comes up,
In Thomasville, Georgia.
Right. A whole different state.
In
at that.
Thomasville.
But no, your question was how do you become, I guess, comfortable with honestly, like all of you all have said, take the time to understand someone. Take the time to, just like I just listened to y'all's story, like it took a lot of courage, especially like with dads though, black dads at that.
Oh, we didn't even get into that. Like we
We
didn't
didn't get into
that.
that. We didn't touch on that yet.
Okay,
Like,
well,
if y'all want to go to, we can take it there.
Okay, well, after I say this, then y'all can definitely do that. But just seeing again, because now they're about to tell us the whole story about that experience, because you have, just going back to the masculinity standpoint, right? There's a lot of, I'm getting off track. I really am getting off track because I lost my train of thought because y'all made me lose my train of thought.
How you comfortable?
There it is. There we go. Me personally, I don't know. I didn't really think about it I think when I was younger. Of course, with every kid, it's like, what? That's different. Like, what is that? But when I got older, and you were around people that were gay, and I guess this was who they were. Like, it was like, okay, yeah, they're gay. It is what it is. I don't think I've ever been like, I don't want to be around that person. But yeah.
Another thing I want to say. Thank y'all for your responses. Educate. I feel like kids do need to be educated on LGBTQ. Only because I had an experience where in my hometown I was walking past a group of kids and they was like, "Are you a man? Are you a man? Are you a man?" And I was walking down the street and they followed me. It was like 10 of them. They was all like 6 and younger. "Are you a man? Are you gay? You gay? You gay?" And like I could have been the type to like that could have been my breaking point and I could have just killed all them kids. Like stuff like that.
What killed yourself? Why couldn't you just kill
Yeah, I
yourself?
say yourself.
But, okay.
I had the
That's the route we were supposed to go.
I'm glad
That's the route we were
option for
supposed
you.
to go.
We gotta
Swing. We gotta, yeah, that gotta be.
Yeah.
That's a blooper.
Yeah.
That's a blooper.
I'll scissor.
Yo, but that's real though. People reach those points where you want to kill somebody because they being like that because of who you are.
And then y'all know kids. Y'all know kids. Y'all be running.
I know because see, I mean, you know, shooting was a little far. I would have ribbed them, you know, maybe cried, talked about their dead folks, you know, something. But you know, that was a shooting.
I'm just being real.
I understand your feelings are valid. I get it.
But yeah, educate your kids. And then that comes to human decency too. You don't go running down the street like I don't know. You're a black man. You're a black man. Like stuff like that. Like don't do stuff like that. That's all I had to say.
So y'all,
What are some things that like people who are trying to be allies would say, but then it ends up just being the opposite of that?
Because as a black person, I was
said
that's a one.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Let me know if my brother gay because
Oh my God! Hold on.
Wait,
That shit.
Wait, y'all.
Wait, what?
Like, give me an example.
right.
They'll be like,
Go ahead,
they'll be like, let me know if my brother gay. Not saying you, all right? They'll be like, let me know if he gay. I'll be like, he is gay. Ain't no way he gay. He can't be gay. He got a baby. Like stuff like that. It just don't ask me if you don't want to hear the answer or like.
Also,
First of all,
What you
don't
mean?
use this.
Or like
They be
girls,
wanting us to tell
yeah,
them-
like,
girls- yeah,
like
the girls
girls
wanna
be
tell
like
them
wanting
it's
to like
the
tell like
boys
their
DL
boyfriend.
stuff.
Yeah, like it's my boyfriend DL. Girl, you really
like,
want
girl,
to know
you
your boyfriend
asking
DL?
that
Like,
you
But
asking
how do
for
you
your boyfriend to be
determine
at this
that?
point.
Though?
What do you
Like,
mean?
how do you know
determine
that?
Just ask
If a
me
girl's guy
know.
want to pull up on us or something.
You said what?
If like a girl's guy want to pull up on us or something, then we know like. if
So
he-
okay, so because I'm lost.
Wait.
So you're saying the certain girl's guy. Okay, say if Shaquita had
I
this
think you
dude.
be saying 2 different things.
Yeah, I
probably.
think-
That's why I'm trying to get
okay,
to.
I'm explaining to you. Okay, so like, for example, like say, okay, if your girlfriend came and asked me, right,
Mhm.
oh, is my boyfriend gay? I'd be like, oh, I don't know, da da da, and I
Mhm.
found out, and I'd be like to her, like, oh yeah, your boyfriend is DL, da da da,
Mhm.
and then like they'd be like upset because now like you just sound like their boyfriend's gay, but they really didn't want to know that, but they asked to know.
Okay, so I think because
Has
I
that
think.
happened to you before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or girls will flock to gays, and this is what I was talking about. But I said that messy stuff. Like they will flock to gays and be like, okay, so y'all gotta tell me who's DL here, because a few girls on this campus have already done that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, they said you was DL. I don't know why. They just came out of nowhere and
Said
said
that.
Like, bitch,
You
now you're
sat
being
here
messy.
and
Now I'm gonna
asked
rock you and that nigga. Like, why would you do that?
That's why we don't.
Right.
That's why we don't trust people. They're
That's
gay.
the setup vibes. Like that's the setup.
That's the setup.
That's like I just feel like I understand like people be wanting to know, but like me, I'm a firm believer. Like I don't out people, because I would never want to be outed.
Outed.
I didn't get outed, but you know.
Right.
So it's like I don't out people. So like if I'm talking to you and like you want to know,
That's the worst.
lips is sealed because that's human decency.
Mhm.
Although it's like because that's not your business to be going
Yeah.
around and telling. Like
Yeah.
I could see if I was like, oh yeah, I'm gay. But for me to go and say XYZ is gay, like
Yeah.
I just fuck that's
I'm about
kind
to
of
say
that's
in those
fucked up.
situations, that's why we just be like, no, I don't know. Like we don't give them a real answer.
Exactly. So don't feel like do not feel like you are obligated to tell these girls who ain't and who is gay or DL or whatever, because you're not. Like you don't owe nobody nothing.
And these girls really don't be gay friendly. Like they'll they'll be like, yeah, oh I'm here for the gays. I love the gays. Oh no, them shorts and that hair, that's too much.
It's too much.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Or the
stuff
slick comments
that.
like, oh, you want to beat me so bad. No, babe.
No,
Your laces
babe.
look than mine is laid.
Or you wanna
There's
be-
a difference between us.
You did just spit on me.
I hated you. Ooh.
Stop.
You
Like,
did.
okay.
I'm just-
You know what? You want to wet wipe too?
No.
I hate it. You want a pussy ass bitch. Like, don't tell me I want a vagina. My
Like-
feelings is hurt.
And then girls, like, don't try to be our friend, and then like you get upset or a situation, and then you want to try to fight us, because that has
I'll
happened to
fight
me
you.
too. Like girls have like I got mad at me or situations, and like then like not fight, but like turn homophobic.
Oh.
They would definitely turn homophobic and be like, okay, well you're a faggot, da 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 da. Like bitch, you was not just calling me a faggot when you just asked me to braid your hair though.
Yeah.
Like
when you was
stuff
actually
like that.
taking me shopping, like,
So let me
what
ask
you
you
doing
this.
now?
Let me ask you this. Since little tricky question. Okay. Do your morals still stand, like, for the fact, like, since y'all are also guys but also identified like as females and stuff like that, does your morals still stand, like, if a girl hits you, do you hit them back?
Okay, so here we go with that. Like to piggyback off of
Go ahead.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll go first. Okay, to pick up on that, like for example, okay, like I got into a fight with a girl before because like she hit me and I hit her back because it's like, but like I was raised like if somebody hits you, hit them
You
back
hit them
regardless.
back.
Like even if my dad hit me, I'm fucking my dad up. Like we're fighting, simple. Like nobody's not gonna touch me and then think you're not gonna get touched back. That's
Yeah.
disrespectful as fuck. But I did like I shouldn't have fought her, but I did because. First, like, she was being homophobic. That was my friend at the time. And then she was, like, being homophobic. And then she was like, well, you're a whole, like, you're a faggot, da-da-da-da, and this and that. And then she came in the car, kicked me. So, I was just on go at that point, and I just fought her. And, yeah.
Younger me,
Oh.
yeah, I
Y'all
will
sit there with a girl.
get with a
But
girl.
yeah, older me,
But
yeah.
older me, I'm starting to mature. I don't think I will ever fight a girl or put my hands on them.
Me, I'm like I said, I was like Khalid said, I was raised. Somebody hits you, you hit them back regardless of whatever it is. And me, I'm a firm believer. These hands is bisexual. Anybody can get it. I'm not.
Anybody,
I'm
like,
really not.
anybody.
But also too, I'm a
Anybody.
person like it takes a lot for me to really be angry,
Yeah.
and once you get me to that point,
Yeah.
then it's like. All bets are off because I give chance after chance. Like I give you
Yes,
a chance
yes,
to correct
like,
yourself.
yeah.
That is
I give you a
real.
chance to keep, and you keep messing with me. So now I'm about to rock your shit. Like
Yeah, no funny shit.
I'm about to rock your shit.
And that was my best friend for, like, a few years.
But see, I do that too. Like, it takes me a while to get to that space where I want to fight because I used to box. Like, I can fight if I wanted to or need to, but I don't tell or show people that because at the end of the day, I don't have to
Don't have
unless you
something.
put me in that space where if I got to, then I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna finish my job because
And
you
also,
put
too,
me
like-
in that space.
And also too,
So,
like
yeah.
as like a black man in America, like they love to
Mhm.
label that whole aggression shit on us. So like once we tussling you, that's it. Like you an angry black man now, or an angry black woman or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like that. So I don't want that be out. One, I don't want that be the image that people see me as. But also two, it's like that's just not who I am. But if you get me there, we can take it.
Me personally, I just don't like to be hit like at all. I don't like
Yeah.
to be touched. So like I was in a situation where a girl smacked me in my back and I just turned around and smacked her. But that's because that was just because she hit me. So I hit her back. Now and words will never make me fight a woman, but if you put your hands on me, then that's when I will kick up on you. But words
Yeah.
will never make me fight.
Yeah, like words are words. Like, I hear words all day, every day, so it's like, it's whatever. But yeah, if you put your hands on me, you're gonna get my hands put on you. Simple.
That's just how I feel. And I don't like that woman playing victim shit.
Yeah, like, and then, like, after the fight, they'll be like, okay, but you're a boy.
You're a
You
boy.
shouldn't have
Bitch,
hit
you
me.
hit me.
You hit me first. Like,
Bitch,
you
I'm a
obviously
boy.
wanted to fight me.
You know I'm a boy, and you know that if you hit me, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
Well, I'm assuming that it is time, but one
We gonna have to do a part two.
We
Yeah,
definitely have to do a part
we
two.
we can
Because
we
we
can
talked about that.
that's fine. We can we will definitely do a part two, but thank you. But seriously, thank you all for being here. It definitely takes a lot. It definitely takes a lot of courage. But we are going to be back for part two. Thank you for joining B100, and a part two of this sector is coming soon. B100.
B100, nigga! Can we make that your little outro? Okay, B100, nigga!
Oh, I bet you B100.